Now at 8:30, Kentucky State Police is investigating the death of Bell County Magistrate Ricky Gooden. Gooden died after being arrested last week. We'll have the details in a live report.
And a Boyle County homeowner is trying to recover today after a fire destroyed the property she had for decades.
And Lexington city leaders want to hear from you about a pair of controversial statues. We'll have the details on how you can make your voice heard. WKYT This Morning.
Tracking, alerting, protecting. This is WKYT This Morning.
Good morning. I'm Michelle Chamberlain.
And I'm Sean Moody. Thanks for joining us on this Sunday. A little bit of a chilly start to it.
Yeah, it was cold when I walked out of the door this morning, and I was kind of sad because I saw the highlights from last night's UK game.
Yeah, I think both of us were in bed by halftime or so neither of us saw the end of the game. Wake up, look at the score on the phone, and go, another year.
Such a heartbreak. Another year,
Another year. But maybe we'll get some good news in the weather department, make you feel a little bit better. Let's check in with Mike Linden over in the First Alert Weather Center. How's today look, Mike?
Well, Sean, it really depends. If you want to be outside today, the good news is that it's going to look pretty much like this for the entire day. Mostly sunny, looking pretty good. But don't be fooled by this great look. It's cool outside this morning. Most spots are in the mid-50s. Lexington at 55 degrees. And we don't need to look at the thermometer to know that Lexington is pretty cool. But it is down by almost 10 degrees from where we were at this time yesterday, if not 11 degrees of difference. Not to mention, there's really not much cloud cover out there, so that moisture isn't there either. So it truly feels as if it is actually in the mid to low 50s this morning. And it's really starting to feel like fall now. If you've been holding out closing the pool, I can probably tell you that pool season is probably just about done here, and it's going to feel more like fall in the coming days with the official start of the season on Wednesday.
All right, Mike, thank you. This morning, Kentucky State Police are investigating an Eastern Kentucky official's death.
Yeah, early Saturday morning, 51-year-old Ricky Gooden died in Bell County. The former county magistrate was indicted earlier this week on a charge of solicitation to commit murder, among other charges. WKYT's Hillary Thornton is at the live desk this morning with the details.
Good morning. State police say their preliminary investigation indicates this all started when Bell County Magistrate Ricky Gooden, who, as you mentioned, was in jail on a solicitation to commit murder charge, began having a seizure in his cell early yesterday morning. Investigators say guards at the jail contacted Bell County EMS, who then transported the 51-year-old to Pineville Community Hospital. Medical officials there say he had another seizure after arriving at the hospital and then died a short time later. Gooden was arrested after troopers say they were made aware of threats made by the magistrate to arrange the murder of another person. Now, this was not his first arrest. Earlier this year, he faced more than a dozen drug and theft charges after police say he sold drugs out of his pawn shop.
This is a tragic loss for them, and I hope with Ricky's passing that the community will focus on supporting them right now in their time of need and trying to remember the first 50 years of Ricky's life, not just the last year.
Gooden's death is still under investigation. However, police say foul play is not suspected, and an autopsy is scheduled at the state medical examiner's office in Frankfort. At the live desk, Hillary Thornton, WKYT.
Hillary, thank you. This morning, a homeowner is trying to save what's left of his barn after a fire burned it down. Firefighters say that barn on Cranetown Road in Perryville caught fire around 9 o'clock Friday night. Thankfully, there were no people or animals inside that barn at the time, but the owner says he did lose a vehicle, tractors, and several pieces of farming equipment. He says he's lived on that property for 35 years, and he says that barn has been there even longer. Firefighters are still trying to figure out exactly what started that fire. Also new this morning, firefighters in Perry County are trying to figure out what caused a fire there that damaged several homes last night. That fire started around 8 o'clock last night on Pine Street in downtown Hazard near the Black Gold Festival. We're told no one was inside the homes and there were no injuries reported. Hazard police are asking people to avoid that part of downtown until they've cleared the area.
A Lexington man accused of sexually abusing a child is set to face a judge tomorrow. 70-year-old Richard Harlow is charged with 4 counts of sexual abuse. According to his arrest citation, the alleged victim is under 12 years old. Harlow is set to be arraigned tomorrow. Kentucky State Auditor says tomorrow he will release a report on untested sexual assault evidence kits. The legislature wanted to determine how many kits were sitting untested at Kentucky police agencies. The Kentucky State Police Laboratory got a $1.9 million grant from the New York District Attorney to help reduce the backlog of untested rape kits. State police say the money will pay for the testing of up to 33,000 of them. The money will also go toward a task force to focus on policies for automatic submission of the kits.
An attorney for Rowan County Clerk Kim Davis has responded to a report claiming that the marriage licenses being issued there may not be valid. An attorney for one of Davis's deputy clerks, Brian Mason, filed the report. It says Davis has removed her name and the name of the county from the marriage licenses. Mason's attorney says Davis could be trying to circumvent a federal judge's order by altering the form. He also says there are, quote, substantial questions about the validity of those licenses. Now, Davis's attorney said that since both Governor Beshear and Judge Bunning said that the altered licenses were valid, that there's no new development. Words of hate on a holy place. Police in Louisville say someone vandalized a mosque in the middle of the afternoon. Faith leaders who gathered at the mosque this weekend say this will only bring them closer together. Casey Cunningham has the story.
It hurts you because this place is where we gather compassion, where we learn that we have to love each other.
But instead, on Wednesday night, just before 7,
we discovered that the mosque was vandalized.
Curse words, a Star of David, and other phrases sprayed all over the Islamic center of Louisville on River Road.
And if somebody just vandalizes the house of God, then what can you expect from that? What will they do to the fellow human beings?
Despite the hateful message, it didn't take long for members of the Jewish community to come to the mosque.
Shock, absolute shock and disgust.
They're quick to back their brothers and sisters of the Muslim faith.
This in no way represents the Jewish community of Louisville. We stand with our Muslim brothers and sisters and all people of faith and all people of goodwill.
The mosque has been a place of worship for the Muslim community of Louisville for years, but this is the first time it's been the target of vandalism. Dr. Bobber tells us despite the message the graffiti sends,
America is our home, America is our country. We're going to be buried in this country and nobody can scare us away.
Both leaders say the disturbing message is only bringing them closer.
If they intend to break up the close relationship between the Jewish community of Louisville and the Islamic community of Louisville, they are sadly mistaken. Things like this will only bring us closer.
Now, police and the FBI are investigating the case as a hate crime, but they say the surveillance camera, which was near the building, was not working at the time of that vandalism.
Tomorrow, Lexington city leaders plan to hold a public forum to speak about a pair of statues that have caused some controversy in the city. City leaders are trying to decide what to do with the John Hunt Morgan statue, the John C. Breckenridge statue, and a marker detailing the history of the city slave trade. All three symbols are near the old courthouse. The city has created an arts review board to decide what to do with them, and the board wants to hear from the public. The public forum will be tomorrow night between 6 and 8 at the Fayette County Government Center on East Main. The family of an Army sergeant who served in the 1800s was in Lexington to get a special honor in his memory. Sergeant Jesse Toole, Sr., served in the 119th Infantry Regiment of Lexington just after the Civil War. He died in 1911. Toole received a military grave marker yesterday morning. His great-grandchildren helped lead a military service and grave dedication in his honor. Toole is buried at the Benevolent Society Cemetery in Jessamine County.
It is 8:38 on your Sunday morning, and coming up, the Pope gets a signature blend, and a cool-looking tomato has gone viral.
Plus, a nice milestone for a group of California seals. We'll have a look at those stories coming up.
Mostly sunny and pretty cool over central Kentucky so far this morning. Feeling a lot like fall with the season right around the corner. I'll take you through the weekend and right up to the start of the season on Wednesday coming up.